The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
You know, I recently started speed reading. So far, I can read War and Peace in 10 seconds.
Wow, that's a big book.
It's only 3 words, but it's a start.
Oh, that's got to start somewhere. Indeed.
Yeah. Also, I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's useful.
Yeah, not only is it terrible, it's terrible.
Oh, I see what you did there. And I wanted to, so here's something you know, because I've talked about this on the pod before. Do you remember why do they call a queen swan a scepter?
Because nobody can use it except her.
Actually, the real answer is because everyone works and she doesn't. No, actually, the real answer is scepter, but the joke is that the answer is because everyone works and she doesn't.
Scepter.
So
yeah.
That's to kind of get you in the mind frame of, on a similar note, what is orange and sounds like a carrot?
I don't know.
A parrot. And now you say, what?
What?
So it's really supposed to go, what is orange and sounds like a parrot? And the answer is a carrot. But okay, so there's music and
These are Alex Stubb jokes.
These are very Alex Stubb. Oh, that's a ceramic figurine. Give that total.
Get that total some money.
Money.
All right, I hear that music. Yes.
Yes.
Felicitous greetings and salutations, my anthropomorphic aficionados, and Mubarak fluff to all the creatures in the Potterverse. It is I, Rayne Raccoon, filling in for Barely Normal this week, as Barely has gone out of town to see a concert. With me, as you might have guessed from the show title this week, is that master of canine comedy, that pup of prodigious puns, the one, the only, Taebyn.
Oh,
How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
Well, I'm amazed by all those words that you used, like, in the last, like, it's amazing. So I'm
amazed I got through that in one take.
I know, good for you. All you first, you heard it here first. Rayne got through all those words in one. We didn't even, like, stop the recording and have to start over.
No.
It was amazing.
No, that was a single take. I'm getting better.
Single take. Wow.
After 3 years.
Well, you know, these things take time. So, yes, hello, all you furs out there, Mubarak Fluff, and my name is Taebyn. I'm a pup, bark, and welcome again to the show. We're, of course, as always, looking forward to barking at you and raccoon soundings at you, I guess.
Churring.
We're churring at you.
Yes.
Which means, so if you're a raccoon in Mexico, you're always having a treat because
Churros.
you churro. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think that's where the word comes from because we love nice fried treats.
Fried treats.
Yes.
Let's see. I have some things that. Oh, as I've been saying the last few weeks, I will have some merch on Fourth Wall. I don't have it. Wow, I don't know. I've been so busy or something, but I will have merch on Fourth Wall. That's Taebyn-shop.fourthwall.com. Right now, you can go there, but there's no merch. It's just like you can put in your email address or something. Anyway, so I will have that. I'll have some stickers, things like that. So Ziggy, our friend of the pod and also
our meme
on staff.
Yes, he's our meme weasel.
He's our meme weasel, and he gave me 2 things to say. One is, today a woman knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. I gave her a glass of water because I love supporting the community. Oh, I mean, that's
Ziggy.
Very nice of you, Ziggy, to contribute a glass of water. He also said that he got in line to watch Oppenheimer around lunchtime, but then he realized it was 3 hours long and he was starving. So he went to the barbecue instead. I don't actually know if I get that, but okay.
It's a bad nuclear bomb joke.
Okay. Woof. Well, thank
Ziggy,
you, Ziggy.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Apparently, you should be ashamed of yourself. But you know what I'm not ashamed of? Let me start that over and say, I will say, you know what I'm not ashamed of, Mr. Raccoon?
What are you not ashamed of, Taebyn?
I am not ashamed of this wonderful con happening in February that we're both going to, called Get Out the Float in Seaside, Oregon.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am excited. I've heard about this con.
Yeah, it's
Apparently,
very wonderful.
I'm heading up the DJs. So
apparently, so
Yeah.
And apparently I'm running around and heading up the emceeing of everything. And
Yay.
our Barely is heading up the program. So
Yes.
apparently this is something we should be excited for. So all you furs, yes, out in Seaside, Oregon, February 2 through 4 is a con. It'll be a small, wonderful, fun thing. We went last year, whenever it was
2022.
last. Yes, 2022, and it was a lot of
Because
fun.
we did
lots
not
of
have one
stuff.
in 2023.
We did not, so it'll be
Because
really
it
great.
was not a con in 2022. It was only
It was just an event.
event.
But now it's an
And
official con.
in
yes.
transitioning to a con, it took an extra year to get everything all set up.
It takes time. It takes
Yeah,
time.
Baff has been working his tail off trying to get everything all settled out, and he's been doing a fantastic job.
He's been doing a really good job, definitely. But of course, just like any good con, we're still looking for. Notice that I said we're still looking for.
Well, because we're on staff. Yeah.
Because we're on staff, so we're looking for more volunteers, of course, more
Yes.
panelists to do stuff. So please, all you furs, if you're interested in joining us, go to getoutthefloat.com and sign up and for some volunteers, some panels, or just register and come hang out at the con. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Good time.
I mean, the event in 2022 was really fun.
It was, really, really small, but really, really fun. You know, the small things can just be, it's got another climate, I guess is the word to it. I don't know.
I
Another
liked it.
feeling.
It was way more social because you could get with everybody and you had enough time to spend with everybody. I mean, it's not like there were only like 3 furs there. I mean, there were quite a few of us there. It's just that there weren't so many that you couldn't get around to meeting everybody.
Yeah,
so that was
definitely.
what was very nice. It's like a giant fur meet.
It is. Now next year in 2024, when we have it, that is the next one. There'll be more. It'll be bigger. I'm hoping it'll be less like a fur meet, but in between, an act. So that we can still socialize and be together and.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going for.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Should be lots of
Me
fun.
Me too.
Oh, and the other thing I have to say, really interesting. Now, I want to say this again next week too, because I want to say it to Barely too, but I couldn't wait, so I'll say it to you and all you furs out there. So you know what the empty set is in math? You have sets,
Yes.
but you also have the specific one called the empty set, right? Yep.
Yes.
And it is, of course, the one and only set that is defined to have no elements in it. So I want to say something that's true. Every single element of the empty set is an odd number. And the proof is there cannot be any counterexamples, right? I mean, there's nothing to say otherwise. and so this is true. That's what's called a vacuous statement in math. But similarly, every element of the empty set is even because, well, there are no counterexamples. So you've got this set
stands to reason.
in which every set is both, or every element is both an even and an odd number. There you go. Man. And I guess you could also say, here's a set in which every element is a purple giraffe. There it is.
Yeah. And now I'm going to have to ask you an AI question.
Oh.
That's meant to determine whether or not you're an AI.
Uh-oh.
So
okay.
Does a set of all sets contain itself?
Oh, Russell's paradox. I know where you're going with that. Yes.
That's how you ferret out, Ziggy out the AIs, is you use paradoxes on them.
Yeah, that's right. I remember, what was it? It was, it
was
South Park episode that they... No, there was a... Yeah,
No.
It was a South Park episode.
Well,
they
yeah,
did that
actually,
too.
I think they did. They did, but I got that one from Portal.
Oh, yes.
So they have signs. They have signs in the game Portal that have the 3 major paradoxes to try and protect yourself from an AI if a rogue AI gets out.
I vaguely remember that. I played and I vaguely remember that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, good stuff. Yes, all you first Russell's paradox, and of course I think I've talked before on the show about the barber paradox and stuff. These are things that are kind of the quote unquote lay furs analog of Russell's paradox. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, so, and how are you? What have you been? I've been talking this whole time. I am horrible, Putt. What have you been doing this week and everything?
I have been busting my tail getting videos edited for a certain pup we know.
Oh, yeah.
Because it turns out that the red screen that we used was very hard to key against for Mr. Barely, and I had to use some of my industrial strength knowledge to get it fixed up so that you looked right.
Oh, good.
It's making you look a little bit weirder than the green screen one was. So
really interesting.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, all you furries, we've recorded. I'm recording again. We've recorded again finally after 3 years. So go to my YouTube. That's just Taebyn Pup, and you can find more content coming up. So that's exciting. And if you haven't seen my content before, go check it out. There's, I guess, plug for yourself. There's some story times if you see me do that and stuff. There's math, like actual real math stuff that I've been told has been really helpful. Product reviews, some dancey, some drummies, cooking. I can tell you how to make ice. That can be very, very difficult, and things. How to open things. How to make toast, and very, very good stuff. A bark in a park, that's a good... Anyway, all you first go do that, and that'll be fun and exciting.
That's all I've been up to is working on that all week and trying to get everything just all back to normal in my household because, I had big event last week. Then we did shooting on Saturday for the videos, and then Sunday I was comatose.
Yeah, that's right.
Monday was work, and I just got all my stuff put away yesterday.
From Saturday. Oh, nice.
From Friday and Saturday.
The DJ. Oh,
I had DJ equipment strewn all over the first floor of the house, plus camera equipment. So it was crazy around here.
Craziness.
It looked like an AV pawn shop
that exploded.
That exploded in my first floor. Yes, but everything is put away now, so it's
good.
Getting better. So I think we should move on to the past today. What do you think?
The past today is upon us. Do. There's the music. Do.
I don't know why we bother paying for music.
I don't know. We've got me to go do.
Yeah, you just make all kinds of sounds. I do never have to pay for these music. Yeah. So I have no past for today.
Oh.
Because I kind of had to cut out last week. I do have an addendum to your past for the day that I want to see if you know.
Okay. I'm ready.
So let's let you get into your past today.
Oh, okay. So, well, of course, first, cannibalism every first almost tired from. So all you furs that don't know what that is, don't worry about it because it's dumb. But thank you to Bark Ruffalo, and his name now is actually. He changed his name to. Hold on.
Is he in?
Find out.
Is he in? Furry Witness Protection.
I think so. He now he goes by at the moment Bartholomew Huppelpup. Huppeldepup. Vaughn.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's more. Vaughn something. It's I don't know. Anyway, but his username is still Bark Ruffalo. Anyway, thanks Bark for that. So
yeah,
last
thanks.
Last week I forgot to mention in the media section that I mentioned that we're watching Goldberg's again, but there's an interesting note that I forgot to say. In I forget which episode it was, but throughout. So we're in season 9, and for all of season 9 up until, say, episode 10, I forget what, he hadn't shaved. He's unshaven. Mm-hmm. And then in this episode 10, whatever it was, halfway through, he was all of a sudden shaven. It was amazing. It was quite interesting.
Okay.
So I had to point that out. I also forgot to mention last week that we watched the movie Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. Have you heard or seen this?
I have heard of it. I have not seen it yet.
Oh, it's so good. It's an action comedy. The plot is 5 assassins aboard a swiftly moving bullet train in Japan find out that their mission has something in common. Ooh.
This sounds kind of Murder on the Orient Express-y kind of.
Yeah, definitely. And it is. It's an action comedy. It's an action. It all takes place on the bullet train. Brad Pitt's the main guy thing. And it's really funny and very entertaining. It's definitely worth a watch. And that way you can tell what time it is because it's worth that watch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I forget what year it was, but it is pretty new, I think.
Nice.
And that concludes my passed
Well,
today.
apparently there's a note in here about last week barely didn't remember the author of a book
Yes,
written.
that's right.
Yes, so I thought that was you. Did that just appear there out of the zeitgeist?
It
or
must
what?
have been. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what's going. No, I think that was barely because I think he wrote that note because I didn't write it. So.
Okay, I didn't write it either. So anyways, barely had said for his pass today that the book that he could not remember the author of, Fahrenheit 451, was written in 1953 by the great Ray Bradbury. And apparently the movie Fahrenheit 451 is on HBO, or Max as it's called now, the new HBO. And I wanted to know, Pup, do you know what the 451 degrees Fahrenheit signifies? Easy for me to say. Signifies. I just made that word up. Signifies.
It's a great word. I don't know. I went to look it up, and all I found out was that, well, it's a book. But I don't know what the scientific
books are made
stuff.
out of paper.
Yeah.
And at 451 degrees Fahrenheit is the perfect temperature for paper to catch fire.
Oh, really?
It spontaneously combusts at 451 degrees Fahrenheit.
CEU earns.
Yes,
You first.
yes.
There'll be a quiz, so write that down. Yep.
Yes.
Cowbell on that.
Yes. It's a pretty powerful book. I remember reading it in high school.
I didn't even know it's a book.
Yes. Very good book. I have never actually seen the movie. I've only read the book in high school. And that was many moons ago.
If you've seen the movie or read the book, write in to the chat or to email or whatever, and let us know what you think about it. Because I haven't seen or done anything. I have not done anything.
What are you just doing, Pup? You just laying around all day long?
I'm just laying around, looking at my tail. There it is. It's fluffy and everything. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
But what I do know, that was our past today.
Yes, that was our past today.
What I do know is that you have some obscure words for us.
I do. I have some obscure words. So I picked 8-letter words because they were in the first part of the book. Because I don't jump around in the books. So our first word for tonight is anachronism.
Anachronism!
Do you know what anachronism means?
I do not know. Please let us know.
So that is something or someone that is out of place in time or chronology.
Like me. Okay.
Yeah, sort of like you, or like a steampunk raccoon living in 2023. I would be considered an anachronism. So yeah, that's so.
I've heard that word actually, and I did not know what that meant. Now I know.
Anachronism means out
Boom.
of place or time. Yes.
Left shark.
Indeed. So the next word is acissimus.
And how is that spelled, Mr. Rayne?
Acissimus. Acissimus is, I believe, how it's pronounced. And it's a form of irony where someone feigns indifference to something they desire. So, like, if I said, "Do you want my phone, Pup?" Because I really don't want it that much. I don't care if you take it. That would be, acissimus.
Okay.
Because I actually do care if you take it because, like, most of my life is on that phone. So
you kind of need it.
I kind of need it. Yeah.
Acissimusulate.
Yes, I guess. So our third word of obscure words is abomasum.
I have not heard that word.
So that is the fourth stomach of a ruminant, such as a cow or a sheep. That's an abomasum.
That is very useful information.
I mean, I wish I had 4 stomachs because,
then you could just eat
then I
all
could
day
just pack the food in, man.
Yeah, you could go to like 5 different trash cans at least.
Yes, like in one night. I wouldn't have to stop at one, because my doctor says, "Oh, you're eating too much trash."
And like, no, well, I got I'm a 4-stomach raccoon, so
I can use as much trash as I want.
Yes.
So our last word for this week is abscutulate. Abscutulate. Or absquatulate. Esquatulate. I'm sorry.
Is that what that is?
Absquatulate, yes.
Okay, I mean, I'll go with I don't even know. And what does that mean, Mr. Rayne?
That means to leave somewhere abruptly, like barely absquatulated and left us here on our own tonight to do this.
To do this.
Like,
And
just left somewhere abruptly. I hope he comes back.
I hope so too. It's just like all the furs have just absquatulated wherever they listen to this podcast at because they don't want to listen
Probably,
anymore.
yeah. They probably burnt it down too.
Well, if that didn't help any fur absquatulate, this will. Because I have
what do you got?
5. I have 5. Well, normally they would be 5 quick puns, but now this will
Right.
be 5 slower puns. And what I mean by that is usually when I do, if any fur has heard me do the 5 quick puns on the show before, I kind of just run through them because they're 5 quick puns. Now, some of the puns here are you're a smart raccoon, so probably not for you, but some of them might take a second for it to sink in what's even going on. It did for me anyway. So that's why I say slower puns. So what should I do? I could, after each of the 5 puns, pause and let it sink in. Or I could run through and then we could review the ones you want to go back to and think about again. We could do that. Which way do you want to do this, Rayne?
Let's run through and then we'll circle back and see which ones that we need to re-examine.
I like how this is good. I find it really stupid how we're doing this, but I thought let's do it this way. So no, that's great. I like this. Okay, so number 1. I'm going to run through. So, it is number 1. I'm going to run through. If you spell the words absolutely nothing backwards, you get nitanlospa, which ironically means absolutely nothing. I was feeling a little depressed, so my husband put his hand on my shoulder and said, Earth, that meant the world to me. It's a shame that nothing is built in the USA anymore. I just bought a TV and it said built-in antenna, but I don't even know where that is. When Tom Hanks writes his memoir, it should be called T. Hanks. For the memories, there was a Roman emperor who never aged after he turned 19. His name was Constantine.
Oh, no.
Where's the do? So, what should we review? What needs reviewing there?
None of them for me. I got all of them. They were all actually chuckle-worthy.
They were nice. I liked them. I liked them myself. This was really good. What was your favorite of them? So we had the absolutely nothing.
I would have
to
say
Earth.
that means the world to me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because that sounds like something your hubby would do to you.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my cow. Anyway, so that was that. All you furs, write in and let us know what you thought about those. Which of those 5 was your favorite? And which of those 5 was your least favorite? We really want to know. So, yeah, do that. And if you really, really have strong feelings, let us know and you can come on the show and talk for a few minutes with us about it. We'll have a very important conversation about Constantine and how he's always 19 years old. Oh my cow. So shall we move on? I think we've covered it all there. So let's move on to our next thing. I think might be the thing to do.
Yeah, I think you had two more jokes, and they were airheaded ones.
I do.
Oh, Bath would like these.
He's very airhead.
Yes.
Let us keep all the furs in suspense, and let me say something else first, and then we'll do the air in suspenders, and then we'll do the airhead.
Suspenders are snappy.
Ah! I got that. I'm proud of myself. I got that right away. So first, before we talk about their airheads, I want to give the answers to my obscure movie quotes from last week.
Oh, that's right. I skipped ahead.
Skip. And it's good when you can skip ahead because that means there's nobody left. No body because you skipped
body
ahead.
left.
I don't
Yes,
know.
'cause I skipped ahead. Well, it wouldn't be a complete body anyways.
It wouldn't be a complete body, that's for sure. I'm very ashamed of myself for what I just did.
You should be.
I should be. So last week, my obscure movie quotes were, number 1 was, I'm a luck dragon. And so...
I know this one.
You do know this one. So what's the answer now, Rayne?
That would be from one of my favoriteest movies in the whole world.
Probably you're not the only one.
The Never-Ending Story.
Yes, indeed. The Never-Ending Story.
I used to have a pup who looked like Falco.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yes, he was half Airedale, half Golden Retriever, and he had that same fluffy kind of
Oh, the same fluff?
cute, smushy face that Falco had.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Yay. Good, you got okay. So the next one was Run, Forest, Run.
Ooh.
That was a tough one. You
that
got
one,
close last
That
week.
one was from Lord of the Rings. That was what Gandalf said to the trees that were lagging behind. Like, hey, run, forest, run. We need your help now.
And it's a lot of you out there in that forest. No, very, very close. That's actually Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Are you sure?
I think so, but I could be wrong, actually.
Okay, all right.
And the third one is I'm Thumpin'. That's why they call me Thumper.
Ooh. Would that be The Secret of My Success?
Yes. No. Very, very close. That's actually from Bambi. Thumper is saying that from Bambi. So that's.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
So now
to airhead jokes.
Now.
So all you furs and suspenders and Bath, here are your airhead jokes.
Oh my cow! I have to make sure to let Bath know. Make sure to listen to this because we're saying some things just for him.
Yeah.
So number one, an airhead wanted to try out ice fishing. She went out and purchased all the gear she would need, and she headed to a local spot to try and catch some fish. She went out onto the ice with her gear, and after getting all comfy and spread out all her stuff and everything, she started to cut a circular hole in the ice as she had seen on the internet. As she was cutting, she heard a voice from the heavens speak out, saying, "There are no fish under the ice." The blonde was startled by this, of course, so she stood up and looked around and saw no one. So cautiously, she moved a little further onto the ice and set up in a different spot. She sipped some hot chocolate from her thermos and then started cutting her hole in the ice. Again, a voice boomed out, seemingly from all around her, "There are no fish under the ice." Now she was feeling quite scared and startled and a bit frustrated. She moved all the way to the far end of the ice and laid out all of her gear. She sat on her stool, took another drink of her hot chocolate, and started cutting another hole. Right away, the heavenly voice boomed out, this time even louder, "There are no fish under the ice." She jumped off her stool, looked all around her. She shouted to the heavens, "Is that you, Lord?" The voice answered, "No, this is the manager of the ice skating rink. There are no fish under the ice." You were just waiting. You knew, like, you were just...
I've heard that one before.
Oh,
as soon as you started saying cutting a hole in the ice, I was like, oh no.
I know. I had not heard of that. All you furs, had you heard that? If you have, let us know. If you haven't, let us know what you thought about it. So, I want to tell you, Rayne, something about, there are some passengers on an airplane, and I want to tell you about them. Would you like to hear about them?
I would.
Okay. Well, good, because I'm going to tell you anyway. So, they're on an airplane, and a stewardess comes out in the passenger area and announced that one of the 4 engines on the plane has stopped working, and they'll be...
no.
And they have to work on it, and it's going to be another hour in the flight. And of course, the passengers just complain profusely about this. Like, come on, just get a clue, guys. But still, that's what they do. A few minutes passed, and the stewardess returned to the passenger area and told them that another engine stopped working, and the plane was down for another 2. I mean, it's only got 2 working engines now. And so this is resulting in, yet another hour added on to the flight.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. The passengers, of course, were very upset. And they just complained about the situation, because that's what they do. A few minutes later, the stewardess returned again to the passenger area with the bad news that the plane was down to just 1 working engine, and so now their flight is further delayed. And so during all the commotion of complaining, one passenger said, "I hope that's the last engine that doesn't stop working, because otherwise we'll be up here all day."
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good. I liked it.
No, it's cute.
It's good. It's good. Okay. Not as good as it means the world to me, but it's good.
No.
Okay, let's have me stop talking for a moment so that we can talk about media.
Yay, media. So I will go first.
Yes! Because then it would be Udia, not media, but Udia.
Well, no, it's media because I'm going first.
Oh! This is a Rosso's paradox type thing. Oh,
exactly.
Wow.
It's a paradox.
Dun, dun,
Two of them. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Okay. So last weekend, Paramount Plus surprised everybody and released the episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds that everybody has been waiting for a week early.
And no one knew. Wow.
Well, yeah, they didn't really tell everybody, but they put it to coincide with Comic-Con because they were showing it at Comic-Con. They thought it was only fair to release it for everybody else, too.
Very nice. Very nice.
Technically, it came out this week, but in reality, it's been out for a week now. And so because I had been waiting for this episode, I had to binge all 6 episodes prior to it before I watched this episode because I didn't want to miss anything.
And that's, which season is that?
That's season 2.
Season 2, okay.
So yeah, I binged all those, and then I got to episode 7, which is entitled "Those Old Scientists."
Oh, those old scientists.
Yeah, TOS. So
terms of service.
Well, no, TOS is the original series, but for folks that are on the Cerritos, that's the ship that they're on. TOS stands for Those Old Scientists.
Oh, crossovers.
Yes. So Lower Decks is an animated Star Trek series.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That basically is kind of tongue-in-cheek, and it follows all those crew members that are always working behind the scenes to make the bridge crew look good.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
But they're always a bunch of screw-ups too. They're like the second shifters, the people who are never seen or the ones you only see in the background.
I need to watch that. I remember we talked about the show on the show talked about it. I still haven't watched it yet. So
yeah, episode 7 of Strange New Worlds is Those Old Scientists is a crossover episode with the animated Star Trek series Lower Decks.
Okay.
And wow, was it ever really good. I mean,
really?
It was super good. So Jack Quaid and Tawny Newsome were excellent as the live action versions of their animated characters. So they play Ensign Brad Boimler and Ensign Beckett Mariner, the two main characters in Lower Decks. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody. You need to go watch it. If you're a fan of one or both of the shows, you just got to go watch it. It's hilarious. And it was directed by Jonathan Frakes. So there's
nice. Okay.
Yes, Jack Quaid even had a really nice callback to Jonathan Frakes.
Awesome.
a certain part of the episode. So
I'm excited. I'll have to watch this.
Yes,
I'll have to binge and get caught up.
It was that part was 100% like not on the script. And
really?
He did it. Yes, Jack Quaid did it just to try and make Jonathan Frakes crack up,
awesome.
And 100% succeeded. And I mean, Quaid is a huge Star Trek nerd too. I mean, you kind of have to be to work on the show. But yeah, this was his moment to shine, and it was excellent. It was chef's kiss. I think I didn't laugh so hard as anything else in the series in that episode except for that one little spot where he sits on the side.
Wow, I really need
to
make
when you
sure
see him in Pike's office, when you see Boimler in Pike's office near the saddle, that's when you got to start listening for what he does, and it's hilarious.
I am going to write that down and make sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This sounds fun.
And then, other than that, I've been playing a new VR game called We Are One.
Tell us all about it. I don't know this game. I'm excited.
So you play as a sentient sprout brought to life by Mother Nature to halt the infestation of
like
machines.
A little planty sprout?
Yeah, like a little bitty tree, like a baby Groot. Kind of.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, he looks very much like a little baby Groot, except he's a lot greener, and I think he's cuter. So
get into the Groot for you got a fruit. Your love to me, I don't know.
But anyways, so you play this sentient sprout brought to life by Mother Nature to halt the infestation of machines who are ruining your planet.
Oh.
Yes, and so
lifelike.
What's kind of cool is the artwork is hand-drawn artwork, and it's rendered in 3D, so it's kind of like, it's hard to describe the artwork. It's just beautiful. The voice acting is fantastic. It's really, really good. So one of the cool things is you can clone yourself, and each of your clones exists in a separate timeline, so you get to work with your own clones to solve puzzles. So it's a puzzling game.
Okay.
And like I said, it's really good. The artwork is beautiful. The time jumping mechanics are really fun. So you start the game off, each level you start off in Mother Nature's hands, and she's holding you up. And from there you can see the whole puzzle laid out before you. And then you see where spots are where you can spawn sprouts, clones of yourself. And some of them will have like stuff like a shoot branch, which is what she calls a gun, and blast fruit, which is the ammunition for the gun, and then bounce spark shields, and you get all kinds of fun little things to play around with. But you really have to think, okay, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to shoot this bad guy, but I can't reach the other bad guy, but the guy next to me can reach him if he had a gun, but he doesn't have a gun. But I can throw my future self the gun that I'm using now, and he can catch it and shoot the next thing. And then he can jump out of the time loop and, throw the gun to the next clone down the line, or back to you if you have to do something else. So it requires a lot of thinking as you get further and further into the game, but it's really fun. The mechanics are super fun to play with, and there's not one right way to do each level. There's multiple ways to get through it. It's kind of like Portal-like in a ways that you can, you can pick your own path of how you want to do it. And there are leaderboards, so you can, the best time gets higher up on the leaderboard, and it's pretty cool.
Talking about that game remind me of a game that I came across recently called Wanderer for VR.
So a wolf in VR called this game The Last Clockwinder, but with plants.
Plants.
Yes, so there's a game called The Last Clockwinder that has a similar time mechanic.
Oh, okay, I see.
And so, but yeah, in this one you're a plant. So
We Are One, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yes, it's very fun, and it's on Quest, and I think possibly Steam as well, but it is on Quest. It's very low impact as far as the amount of space it takes up on the Quest. And you can play it sitting or standing, so it's a really comfortable game to play no matter how good you are in VR or how much VR makes you motion sick. It's really a no motion sickness game at all.
That's useful.
Yes. No, it's a very easy, fun game to play that doesn't make you queasy after about 20 minutes.
20 seconds even.
Yeah, or 20 seconds for some people, yes.
Yeah. Nice, very nice.
So that's all I've been doing. What about you?
I apparently have things to say. Okay, so since you asked, I'll let you know. So I've still been doing, of course, South Park for Lunchies. And I mentioned before Goldbergs. We've been watching that. It's really good. Almost done with season 9. Now, we've also started watching, there's this Netflix series called Fate, the Winx Saga. Have you heard of this?
I have not.
Okay. So it's a magic / it's like a fairy tale. It's a fairy thing. So it's a series, so there's lots of episodes, but the overall premise is determined to master their enchanting powers. A group of teens navigate rivalry, romance, and supernatural studies at Althea, which is a magical boarding school. So it's actually kind of interesting. We've only seen a few episodes, but so far it's pretty good. It turns out there's only 2 seasons, and there will be no season 3. I learned that just yesterday. Yeah. So, but it's pretty good so far. So we'll keep watching. We watched the movie DC League of Super Pets, and I think you've seen that, Rayne.
I have not seen it. I want to see it.
Yes, you should. It's animated. It's really fun. It's cute and funny. I really recommend it. We had fun with it. It's good. We also saw the movie Bros, a movie from 2022. Now, I had given you homework to watch this movie. Have you done your homework, Rayne?
I have not. I am a bad raccoon because I've been so busy this week.
You've been so busy. Okay, well, I'll let it go this once. But I expect bacon and treats next time I see you.
Oh, of course. You know me. I always bring bacon to everything. Yes. I mean, I keep it in my pocket all the time. I love bacon.
What are you going to do with your pockets besides keep bacon in it? I mean, come on.
Right. If you get a cut, rub some bacon on it.
Rub some bacon. So, well, I'll talk about it anyway. It's really good. It's so good. So it's a romance comedy. Came out in 2022. It has apparent adult themes or something. So I actually didn't understand everything what was going on, but I understood that, the main storyline and everything and the acting and everything, but it's really so good. So it's a gay romance movie, and it is the first gay romance movie from a major label. It's from Universal Studios.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a big thing. And the whole gay theme and romance, it's not secondary. Still how a lot of these gay shows, even if they're like under a major label, they might have some gay things, but it's like secondary or something, and it's not really the focus of the movie.
It's usually like background character.
Yeah, exactly.
The sassy gay friend and stuff
the sassy
like that,
gay friend, and maybe there's a little sideline about his little fling or something. I don't know. But this movie, the gay theme is like, it's the main thing. The whole thing is about this gay romance and everything, which is really, really, really cool. And so you've got like pride and there are pride parades and stuff. And it's just really, really awesome that a major label took this on. It's really cool. I can't say how good of a movie this is. It's so good. So there are lots of cameos in it. For example, but first I want to say, so the lead of the movie, Bobby, his real name is Billy Eichner, which I didn't know who that is. But have you heard of Billy Eichner?
I indeed have.
Oh, what's he been in? Why would I know him?
Quite a bit of stuff. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but he's a fairly well-established actor.
Okay. That would be right. So he did such a good job. I really hope he like wins an Emmy for his role in this, because he does like really good. Like really good. So there's a reason to watch it right there. But there's also lots of cameos. Deborah Messing. That's right. Grace from Will and Grace. Yes. Makes an appearance several times. Harvey Fierstein. I think we all know the one with a raspy voice. I can't do it, but Harvey
Fierstein, yes, he's fantastic.
Yes, he is. He makes an appearance. Ben Stiller is in it, as is Seth Meyers is in it. Seth Meyers is in this thing. It's amazing. Also in it is Jim Rash. So do you know who Jim Rash is?
No, I don't.
You actually do. So do you know the dean from the show Community?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's
Jim Rash. So he's in this. He plays a gay man, of course, and I've seen him in actually a bunch of other gay roles. So side notes I found out about him, and that's because when I was researching and finding all these people that were in this so I could talk about this, I found out some other things about him. So in the show Community, Jim Rash was nominated for the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Supporting Action in a comedy series, actor in a comedy series in 2012. So that's amazing. I didn't know that. He co-wrote The Descendants, which was a 2011 movie, which I've never seen, but I've heard of it, for which they received the Academy Award, Independent Spirit Award, and Writers Guild of America Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. You go, girl. And during an interview in September 2022 that was promoting this movie, Bros, he stated that he actually came out well over 10 plus years ago. So he's an out gay man. So,
okay.
Anyway, lots of cameos, really good lead, great comedic romance story. It's just really, really good. I highly recommend the movie Bros. Bros.
And I just checked out Billy's IMDb page, and he has been in a ton of stuff. He's been in The Simpsons. He's been in, of course, Bros. Been in Dickinson, American Crime Story, Bob's Burgers, Green Eggs and Hams, Noelle, The Lion King, Friends from College. He was the voice of Timon in The Lion King for 2019, which is the live action version. He's been in The Family Guy, American Horror Story, and Most Likely to Murder, Difficult People, Hairspray Live, The Angry Birds movie, and just quite a few other movies and TV series.
I probably did know him anyway, but yeah,
he does a lot of voice acting.
I see. Right.
But he is a very handsome guy.
He's got it all going on, and he's in a movie. So that's what we've been watching. Lots of good stuff. What have I been playing? Ask me, Rayne. What have you been playing, Taebyn?
Why? What have you been playing, Taebyn?
Oh well, I'm glad you asked. Not as exciting as what we've been watching, but been playing Bloons, of course.
Monkeys Go Pop.
Monkeys Go Pop. They came out with an update. Big update just yesterday, a few days ago, I think. There's a new map. There's new quests.
I'm gonna have to play.
Yep, it's good. The new map is like, it's an intermediate map, but I don't know. It's pretty. I mean, I've beat it on easy, but I don't know. It seems like more of an expert map.
I usually try out the maps on easy first because it gives
yeah.
me an idea of where to place my monkeys and all the various things you can place on the table.
Get some
Because
sort of strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get a strategy. It's a very strategic game.
Very much.
A lot of people are probably tired of hearing us talk about it, but it is so good. Like,
It's really
it is
good.
so much fun.
It
If you
is.
love tower defense games, it is the only tower defense game that I have not quit after about 2 weeks.
There you go.
Because I like tower defense games, but usually they ramp up to such a difficult level that you get to level 10 or 20 and then all of a sudden you can't do anything.
It's so hard, yeah.
Yeah, but Bloons is not structured like that. It's the maps are set out as, all right, these are intermediate, these are beginner maps. These are, it's much easier to get up to speed on it. And you can even go on the more advanced maps and, play them in beginner mode and it gives you a little bit of help with the strategy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a
really
very good game if you like tower defense, and if there are just so many ways to strategize with it. It's really good.
So many.
Yes.
And in particular, all you first, we're talking about Bloons 6. There's other ones, but
Yes.
this is Bloons 6.
The latest.
So the new map is it's an interesting map, but it seems more like an intermediate or expert map because I don't know. I haven't played it much on this particular map, but it's kind of difficult. But anyway, been playing Beat Saber, of course. I downloaded some new. They have some really nice environments to like some of these newer songs.
Yeah, definitely.
Really nice.
Well, and the music is just really good too. I like the music in Beat Saber.
Did you know you can, because they have all these different modes, you can opt to like take away the walls, you can opt to like do other things. And so then you probably know there's one where it's the Zen mode or something where you can have like no bricks, no nothing, and you just like listen to the music and watch this stuff, and that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep, I've done that a couple of times when I've just wanted to chill out.
Yeah, very, very cool. So I played a little bit more Demeo. We talked about that last week.
Yes, I need to get into playing some of that too so that we can do our thing.
We have a thing we're going to do, yeah. So
yes.
All you first can listen to me talk about last week, Demeo. Very cool D&D tabletop game in VR. Yes. Very cool. Listen to it. It's actually, if you look around, this is like a really popular game too. And so Rayne and I are going to, our plans anyway, are to record us playing it, and then we'll put it on YouTube. I don't know if we'll stream it or not, but we'll at least record it and
probably record it, because I know you can stream with the Quest Pro, but I'm not 100% sure how to set that up.
It seems complipup.
Yeah, recording is easy. You can start recording, that's pretty easy. Doing a live stream with it seems a little bit more complicated than.
So we'll probably just record it and put it on our YouTube.
Yeah,
so
definitely
that'll work. Yeah, so look for that. And Eye of the Temple, have you played that anymore?
I tried the other night, and it still makes me a little bit queasy. I'm getting better. So I had the same problem with Lone Echo. So the game Lone Echo is a zero gravity game where you're a robot floating around doing different things in different areas. And Lone Echo made me violently ill the first 4 or 5 times I tried to play it.
It's
just one of those things you got to work. You've got to work up. VR sickness is one of those things that if you work up slowly, you'll build up resistance to it. It's just that Eye of the Temple has such a different mechanic that I am having my brain's having a little trouble wrapping around.
It's amazing how it messes with your brain. It took me a while to. Yeah. I think it's good for us too, because I'm scared of heights pups, and I think it's good for us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like it. It's just I've only been able to play 15, 20 minutes at a time, and then I've got to put it down because I start sweating and feeling nauseous, and that's a sign I've got to stop.
And when you probably haven't gotten to the you go up part yet. You're still
not yet.
So
not yet.
When you go up part, you're probably going to have to take a few more tries, because I know I did. Oh wow, probably. I had to take so many tries to get myself to it. It's like you're standing there. And you're next to a circly thing that's shining, and you're supposed to step there, obviously.
Yep.
But it's obvious that, this is going to go up, and there's nothing going to be around me, and this is scary. It took me a long time to I was staring at it. I was staring at step. Yeah. What am I trying to say? I was standing there for 5-10 minutes, just staring at it, trying to get up the courage to like step on this thing. It's like, okay, I know I'm just in my little room and everything's okay. I'm not actually going to go up in the air, but I'm so scared. I finally did it, but it's so scary.
It is amazing how your eyes can trick your brain and the rest of your body into feeling like you're falling or going up fast or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So, and if you haven't heard me talk about a few episodes ago, Eye of the Temple that I'm talking about, it's Indiana Jones. Like, it's total Indiana Jones stuff. So if you
all
like
Indiana
that stuff,
Jones puzzles,
definitely check it out.
Tomb Raider
and has
puzzles
barely tried
too.
it yet.
No, I have not gotten over there with my rig because, again, we've been trying to get videos edited, and so we've been kind of busy. So probably sometime after the motorcycle trip we're going on, I will head over to his place with my rig, and we'll do it over there because he's got a big living room. And
you actually need space. Yeah, that's another thing, all you first. It's not like you sit there and push the little paddle button to go where you want to go, like a list or something. No, you've got to actually move. You actually move. You actually need like a 4x4, 5x5 foot area to actually walk around in.
Yeah, I have to push my couch out of the way and the ottoman out of the way, and just to get enough room in my living room because my house is old and little.
But as I mentioned, it's really like just from an engineering standpoint point of view, it's amazing that even though it's confined like this and you're walking around and stuff, it has you moving backwards and forwards enough that you end up in the same area. You actually don't end up like 10 miles away or something, even though you would think you are. But it's a really intriguing game. I really recommend it. You first try it out.
Yeah, especially if you're a fan of like Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft.
The Lara Croft Tomb Raider puzzles and Indiana Jones games puzzles are all very similar to the puzzles in this.
Yeah. Is very, very interesting and intriguing. But that is my media for the week.
Excellent.
So
it is time for some this or that. Are you ready for some this or that?
Well, let's just do that. Bop.
So, our good friend of the podcast, Google Bard, always be nice to AI because that way you'll be the last one to be enslaved.
There you go.
Has given us some interesting this or that questions for me to pose to you, Pup. Would you like to hear and respond to them?
I am very excited and interested to hear these. Yes.
Okay. These are totally nothing like the ones that we've gotten out of the 3001 book.
Okay. Good, because those are...
these are weirder. These are weirder.
That's even better.
If that's even possible.
Thank you, Bard.
Yes. So, here's the first question. Pigeon chess tournament or squirrel checkers game?
Wait, do that again?
Pigeon chess tournament or squirrel checkers game?
I would like to see pigeons be smart, but I mean squirrels. So I'm going to go with the squirrel checker game.
Yeah, squirrel. Me too, because squirrels are cute.
They're little so cute. Oh, my God.
The little twitchy nose. Oh.
And even though they hide like acorns and stuff, which makes tree sprouts and everything, they're still so cute. You can't be mad at them.
They are. You can't be mad at them. They're just so cute. So, our next one. Cheeseburger hat or hot dog shoes?
Oh. Bard, what is going on with you? I'm going to just go cheeseburger hat. I mean...
that seems better. Hot dog shoes seem really not very comfortable.
No, they don't.
No, not at all. So, our next one. Synchronized swimming on land or soccer in the swimming pool?
I'm going to go with the alfalfa sprouts for 100. No, let's do synchronized swimming on land.
All right. The next one you should really like. Mustache on a cat or sunglasses on a dog?
Ooh, sunglasses on a pup. There we go.
Yeah, because nothing's cooler than sunglasses on a pup.
Pretty much.
Okay. The next one. Blindfolded cake baking or blindfolded salad making?
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Salad or cake? Yeah, I tell you. I'm going to go, but cake can be but blindfolded, that could turn out. I'm going to go with do you know if I can have the salad elements in a little bowl, and I know where those elements are?
doesn't say. I mean, it doesn't
It
say.
doesn't
you can't.
say. Okay, I'm gonna.
So-
If I can do that, I'm gonna do the blindfolded salad dressing. Because if salad making, because if nothing else, that's gonna be healthy.
Yeah, I mean, and you can kind of tell what everything is. Like with cake,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
just
it's gonna be all
feel
mushy,
like,
and who even knows?
yeah,
what's
it's
going
gonna
on
feel
there.
like wet, squishy, and you're not gonna know if you've put the stuff in right. So yeah,
But
I think
salad, it's
I
a
would go
lot.
with-
It's a lot. I feel it's a lot harder to go wrong.
It's
with
harder to
making
mess up a
in
salad.
that way than the cake. Exactly.
I mean,
Okay.
it's already a salad. It's gonna taste like sad, anyways.
Vegetable tastes like sad anyway. Don't eat vegetable.
It is. It really is. Oh my.
All right. So very last one:
Okay.
marshmallow fight or meatball fight.
Marshmallow fight sounds a lot less messy, so we'll just go marshmallows fight.
That's what I was saying, and a lot less painful because depending
Because
on who
marshmallows.
made the meatballs
Yeah.
and
no,
how
no,
old they are, and if they're frozen or not.
that's
Because even
what you-
even a frozen marshmallow is not gonna hurt, but a frozen meatball, you could take an eye out with that thing.
Ooh, and if we can have the little fun, little miniature, colorful ones, that would be a lot more fun and
Oh,
pretty.
I
so
love
we'll go
those.
with that. Yeah.
Those are yummy.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was actually interesting, fun time.
Yeah,
Thank you,
actually,
Bard.
yes, Bard's this or that's are definitely interesting to say the least.
Speaking of saying the least, which is nothing I ever do,
Never.
I have to go refill my little puppy dish with some water, and like I like to do special for the pod, put some lime and lemon in it, make it a little sparkly. So I'm gonna go do that, and while I go do that,
Well, I need to refill my little raccoon container with some liquid as well because I'm getting thirsty.
okay.
Why don't
So-
we hit pause and we'll take a break and we'll let the audience discuss Pernuverdunks
Ooh.
versus chairs falling from the sky in Venezuela.
How did you know? I was thinking the exact same thing. I was.
Like minds think alike.
All you furs, me, Rayne, and Barely have been together a little bit too long because literally, while he was thinking of the other thing to discuss, I was literally thinking if he. I will also chime in and say, but he was thinking the exact. Okay, well, so you furs discuss that, and we'll see you or bark at you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that is why I think Pernuverdunks would beat the falling chairs in Venezuela.
That is a very valid point. So all you furs, let us know what did you come up with? Which would be better? The falling chairs in Venezuela or Pernuverdunks.
Challing fairs?
We actually really want to know this. We're not just saying this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
write in and let us know either via. And you're probably like, how can we keep saying that, Taebyn? But how can we actually do that? So there's the BFFT chat on Telegram.
Indeed.
There's Twitter. We have a Twitter, the Barely Furcasting Twitter. You can write on there.
We have Mastodon.
With Mastodon, do we?
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Yes, we do.
Very-
Ziggy made one for us because
Thank you,
Ziggy is
Ziggy.
a good meme, Weasel, and
Yes.
he's also a fantastic social media director.
He knows things. That's great.
He does.
Also, you can email us at barelyfurcasting. Is it Gmail? I don't even know.
Yes. barelyfaircasting@gmail.com if I remember
.com.
right.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have a place on the website that you can write to us?
I do not think so. I think
don't
we
either.
should probably figure out how to get links to our Telegram and all of our other social medias on the website too.
You know, after like 3.5 years, you'd think we would have done that by now, but
Yeah.
no, that's a really good idea. Like, I remember at one point that I'd been listening to the show was like, Taebyn, so you keep mentioning the BFFT chat on the show, but where is it? I don't even know. So it would be a really good idea to actually put it
Yeah, we'll see if we can figure out how to get a link tree put up on there. I'm sure there's got to be a way to put your social
Got to be
medias on there.
with all the technological things. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely and I will
Blah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
We're getting furs out.
What is going on? I don't know.
I don't know. Why are you so angry, pup?
I don't know. Because I got nothing. I got nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, this will make you happier. It's time for you to do your thing.
It's that time. Oh, my cow.
It's that time. So I'm going to take my headphones off a little bit here. And once you wet your whistle.
My fur is whistled.
Okie dokie. It's time for
Furries in the news.
What is wrong with me?
You got a busted blood vessel in your eyes.
My life. What is my life? In the furries. Oh, where are they? I don't know. I'm looking around. I'm looking under the sofa. They're not there, but they are in the Taebyn. Get on with it.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Okay, fine. The news. Bark.
You
Did it.
said get on with it. I have to play that clip.
That's
It's mandated.
It's pup dated, as it were.
Yes.
If I were on a pup date, would
Yes.
I pay for my own dinner? I don't know what that means, actually, even.
I don't either. So, yeah, back to the news.
Hi.
It looks like it's been a pretty quiet week for furry news, other than the same one bogus story about furries in schools that keeps confusing conservatives in every podunk town on the map.
And then there's Ron DeSantis and his
And then
stupid.
there's- Yes, yes.
He
Well,
felt
that was old news
stupid.
now. But,
Like, he felt
yeah.
stupid. Like, why does he even... Does he not even know what a cheeseburger is? I bet he thinks he invented the cheeseburger. Like, that one Chinese guy that had all the Muppets. I don't...
Taebyn, what are you talking about?
I have absolutely no idea, but thanks for asking.
Okay, and that was furries in the news. Because there has been absolutely nothing positive
I
or
couldn't-
negative, really, other than that same story.
Same stuff.
That same story every
I
single
looked too,
week.
and I couldn't find anything except for stuff we've talked about the last few weeks.
Yeah,
so-
I checked Flera. I checked, I
Dog
checked
patch,
all of
yeah,
my
all the
dog
stuff,
patch.
yeah.
Nothing new has happened this week. Nothing outrageous has happened. We're doing
Except
good.
for the
It's-
cheeseburger that the
Except for the
doggy
cheeseburger,
ate. That one, he ate that.
Yes. And no litter box have been found in any school, so
What?
just calm down.
Calm down
Yes.
and flounder. I don't.
Calm
Let's
down and
move
flounder
on
around.
before I keep talking. This is not good
Yes.
to let me keep
Okay.
talking.
So we're going to go ahead and split up the upcoming events, or the pup-coming events, as it were.
As
I'll read the first set, and then you can read the second set, because you said you're going to read the second set very quickly, in case furs want to plan to and don't already know about what I don't know. Anyways.
That's what I said. That's gonna happen. Yes, that's what I wrote. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to read those parts. That's why they're in bold.
The
Okay.
fluff's out of the bag, though, so there it is.
Oh, no. Oh,
Okay.
what are we going to do? We've just ruined the whole show.
The whole we're done. Bye bye. Sorry, no more.
That's it. Close it up.
podcast.
So our first event coming up is Wild Prairie Fur Con, and that is August 11th through the 13th of 2023 at the Radisson Hotel, Winnipeg, downtown Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Canada. Boom, boom, boom.
And then
And hockey.
there's and hockey and stuff.
A.
And Skuru. Because he's our favorite Canadian at the moment.
Oh yes.
And then is the one that you might be interested in, because I think you're going to probably show up there, aren't you? Denver?
I am. This pup will show up at Denver, and
Yeah, that'll
August
be
18th.
August 18th through the 20th.
it will
Yes.
be in Denver, Colorado. The shirt in Denver. Yes, this will be this pup's first Denver Very excited.
Yes.
All you fur, I mean, it's only a few weeks ago from now, but it's very excited. I will be doing my story time with Taebyn that I do at cons. I will also be doing Taebyn Sings Weird Al that I've recently been doing at cons. And I will be participating in the Floor Wars. And other than that, of course, I'll be running around like I do, like the pup I am. So hopefully I'll see you furs there and get a hug you tight with Posies.
Yes.
Very excited.
And then, also the same weekend, but just a day's difference or so, is Slow Fluff Con 2023, August 19th through the 22nd in the Hotel Evropa, Celje, Slovenia.
Sounds good to me. So that's
Sure.
interesting. 19. So is it like a Friday through Tuesday thing or something?
What is that? Let's see. Let's look at the calendar here.
at the
That would
calendar.
be 19th. So, no, it's a Saturday
Saturday through Tuesday.
through a Tuesday. Yeah, that's interesting. time.
Well,
But
I mean,
it's-
they're Slovenia. They're on a different like day scale, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be. And then there's Camp Farrell. That's August 24th through the 28th.
Mhm.
At Camp Arohan in Algonquin Park, Ontario, Canada. Then same weekend, 24th through the 28th of August, we have Indy Fur Con at the Wyndham, Indianapolis, West Indianapolis, Indiana.
Mhm.
And
I think that's a good one.
then, yes, and then also that weekend on the 25th through the 27th of August, we have Philadelphia at the Sheraton Downtown Philadelphia in Philadelphia, PA.
That's a
and
lot of Delphias.
Yes, it was very hard to say. I almost really lost it there. My tongue almost like wrapped around my teeth and got stuck, but it didn't.
The good thing though, worms in your mouth.
Yes. I don't know either. So do you have some other cons that you want to tell us about for
I
September?
do, as Rayne spoiler alerted. So September, there's like a ton of things going on. And I thought I would, just for any of you furs that, you know, it's close to September, so you might already know about them, but maybe you don't already know about them and would like to know to either try and go this year or maybe next year. Just to let you know, I'm going to run through these September cons really fast just so you know what's out there and you can check it out if you're interested. So we have Tails and Tornadoes FurCon 2023, September 1 through 3 in the Marriott Tulsa in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Method for Me 2023, September 2 through 4 in Olive Branch, Minnesota at Whispering Woods Hotel. Wow, I cannot talk. Your Friends 2023, September 3 through 7 in Hamburg, Germany. Furry Migration, September 8 through 10 in Minneapolis. Furvana 2023, September 8 through 10 in Ocean Shores, Washington. I have not been to that yet. Every fur is always saying, are you ever going to go to Furvana? And I should, but I haven't. But you can go. West Aussie Fur Frenzy, September 8 through 10 in Australia. FurSonaCon 2023, September 14 through 7 in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Makerplace 2023, September 15 through 17 in Orlando, Florida. Furnavia, September 21 through 24 in Radisson Blue Caledonian Hotel in Whoa, that's a word. Kristiansand, Norway.
Kristiansand, Norway, yeah.
That one. Philiford, September 23rd. In one day, it's a one-day con, Philiford. The Elements of Citrus, Quezon in the Philippines. Finfur Animus, September 28th through October 1st in, I'll just say Finland. Fur Dance in Budapest, Hungary, September 29th through October 1st. And also that same weekend, Furry Takeover, September 29th through October 1st in North Carolina. So there are things in September that are happening.
Right.
And I obviously don't know how to talk fast because I did not do good at that. But there it is!
You did not too bad. And just as a reminder to all of our listeners, Megaplex is 18 and up only due to
Because of Ron.
Florida's
Because of Ron.
stupid governor. Yes, because of Ron. Because of stupid Ron. It's 18 and up
So
only.
stupid. So I am so glad I don't live in Florida because Now, so any fur out there that's listening that's in Florida, that's great. Nothing against you. I'm just saying.
No, it's just
in fact,
your
more
governor.
power to you if you're living in Florida, because that's actually got to be a not easy place to live right now. So thank you, all you furs, for living there, because we need the power and the strength that you first bring to the fandom. So actually, thank you for that. And I have to say, Ron DeSantis, go not do the things you're doing because we don't like that. So there it is.
Yes.
There it is.
All right.
Okay.
There it is. Those are our upcoming events for the next 2 months. So now, Taebyn,
Hi.
I hear you have a second part of a story that you read last week that I didn't get to hear the first part of because I was not there for the whole episode.
It's true. I do have that, so I'm going to do part 2 of Do Not Wish for a Pet Ostrich that I started last week.
I worked on an ostrich rance as a little raccoon, and yeah, you don't want to wish for a pet one. They are beautiful birds, but they are a pain in the rear to take care of. So this is definitely a true thing. They're very, very attracted to shiny things. They will steal your glasses. They will steal your tools.
Oh,
they will steal
like
anything
raccoons
shiny.
In a way.
Yes, but they swallow everything that they steal.
Oh,
shiny,
and they swallow.
so.
Oh no.
And then
that's no good.
They're very expensive birds, and you don't want your very expensive birds swallowing a crescent
Your
roach.
very expensive stuff.
Yes.
Well, so let me do a quick summary of what happened in part 1 last week, and then I'll continue on. So, there's a lot more that happened in this exciting tale. So you first go back last week and listen to catch up to speed, or to help remind you, even if you did listen last week. Sally was a little girl that wished for a pet ostrich. And things happen, so go back and listen to it if you forgot or didn't listen to it. But in any case, Ostrich is running away, and Sally is running after Ostrich. And so we continue on in this riveting tale. This is Sally. I chased him right past a giraffe and raccoon and on past a hippo and then a baboon. I finally caught him. I captured him quick, but I was exhausted. The ostrich was slick. I know where to take you, I said with a smile. We'll go to the beach, and we'll stay for a while. I think you just need a nice calm place to play. We can go for a swim and build castles all day. But instead, he just planted his head in the sand. I couldn't believe it. It's not what I had planned. I sat, and I waited, and I waited. And then he lifted his head and was running again. That's it. An ostrich, I thought, cannot run in a home. He must be in nature. He must be in nature to romp and to roam. So I wished on a star shooting off in the night, and wished at that moment, wished all of my might. Oh, star, shining star, make my wishes come true, please. Please, oh please, take my pet ostrich right back to the zoo. Please send him away with his long skinny neck. Please send him away. Please send him right back with that beak that will peck. That very next morning I stretched with a yawn. My wish had come true. My pet ostrich was gone. As I dressed, I decided it's all for the best, because now I have time for my next special guest. I'll visit my friend at the big city zoo. I'll bring him some apples, but only a few. Then I'll wish on a star shooting off in the night. I'll wish for a unicorn with all of my might. The end. And that's a very great segue, because this is part 1 in a series. The next book I'll read will be Do Not Wish for a Pet Unicorn.
And you know what?
Sally...
I've seen that book.
Oh, you have? Oh, you have, actually. You have.
I was
somewhere.
I've seen that book at your house and also at Target.
It exists. It exists. So
yes.
Sally apparently gave us a hint that that's what she's going to do. And indeed, that's what she's going to do. So in a few weeks, because next week is a math week, so in a few weeks I'll start reading about how you should never wish for a pet unicorn.
And you know what my favorite part of that story was?
What was that?
The raccoon.
Yeah, I've actually wondered it. Even though he was just mentioned in passing just for a second, but he was the best part, definitely.
He was still in the book.
Still in the book.
So, I think it's time to tell some jokes. Not that we haven't told any so far, but I think it is time.
This is the most serious intellectual podcast ever. Like Eat Your Heart Out, Joe Rogan, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? Don't eat your own heart. Sorry, I did not mean to.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Now I'm getting queasy.
I know. It's almost like we're playing VR, but not.
Yeah.
Yes, let's tell some jokes. So, all you furs that you might remember or don't know, that my jokes have been recently coming from the Ultimate Dad Joke Book, 501 Hilarious Jokes and Puns, written by Hugh Murmy. And
Hugh Murmy.
And I don't read these jokes ahead of time. I just go to the next page and read them. So if they're great, I'll just take full credit, but if they're horrible, I blame him or me. But Rayne, on the other hand, tell us about your jokes.
My jokes are curated from all over the internet and also from an app called Dad Jokes on my phone.
So you actually you pick these. You consciously pick these.
Yeah, I do. And some of them I pick because they're so bad.
Okay, good disclaimer. So all you furs, there's our big, huge disclaimer. So on that note, Rayne, could you tell me an interesting fact?
Well, did you know that astronomers got tired of watching the moon go around the Earth for 24 hours? So they decided to call it a day. It's pretty bad. What about you?
Do the whistle one. Yeah, okay. Now everything's okay. Now everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine. So I have a question for you, Rayne. Since you know a lot of you're a smart raccoon, you know lots of things.
Oh yeah,
And
not
I
many
have
of
a
them
question.
are marketable, but I do know a lot of things.
You know a lot of things. Do you know? And I know they actually know the answer to this, but I'm curious to know if you know. Do you know what you call a 1,000,000-year-old dinosaur?
No. What do you call a 1,000,000-year-old dinosaur?
A fossil, of course. Oh,
That's bad.
cow. My cow. We're off to a great start. Although, honestly, I do like your day joke and everything. So I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell my honey that later.
Okay.
Anyway, what else can you tell me that I want to know about?
So have you heard about corduroy pillows?
I have not. Tell me all about corduroy pillows.
Well, they're making headlines.
I having a lot of trouble with that one, I gotta say.
So you know what corduroy looks like, right?
It's yeah. It's the bumpy thing.
Got little lines. If you lay your head on it, it makes headlines.
And it's a pillow. That's the key there. It's a pillow.
That's the key. It's a pillow. Yes.
Wow.
What does Hugh have to say?
Hugh has to say, do you know why wasps are so unpopular with other bugs?
I don't know. Why are they so unpopular with other bugs?
Oh my cow. Oh my cow.
Oh, you just called your cow. Yeah.
I did. Like I said, I do not read these. Like I just read that, and I didn't read the punchline, and I did. Okay. I'm not taking any credit for this. Okay, so Rayne, I have to ask again because it took me a minute to muster up the courage, as it were. So Rayne, why are wasps so unpopular with other bugs?
I don't know. Why are wasps so unpopular with other bugs?
Because they are just wannabes. I can't. I just can't. I cannot. Oh, Rayne, please get me out of this murk. Please help. What do you have to uplift my sunshine? I don't even know what that means. Oh, my cow.
Well, I don't know if this is uplifting or not. I mean, a book fell on my head the other day. I only have my shelf to blame.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm having flashbacks. I might have actually explained this recently. I don't know. Okay, well, would you like to know something else that I don't know, and I'm going to read it to you just now?
I am waiting with worms on my tongue.
Bated breath. I'm covering up the punchline this way, so I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, you know how the punchline is like right underneath, so you kind of get a glimpse of what it is? I'm covering it up. I even don't know now. So I officially do not take credit for this. Unless it's really good, then I take full credit. What do you call a fly with no wings?
Oh, I know this one. A walk.
You do! That's the answer! Yes, so let me know. Very good, very good. I'm covering up the next one to see. What do you call a bee who is always complaining?
I don't know. What do you call a bee that's always complaining?
A grumble bee.
Oh, that's bad.
It's bad. That's kind of cute, but okay, that's really, really bad. Yeah.
You know, this raccoon grew up in California, right?
Ah, yes.
So, and when this raccoon grew up, it was the 80s. And so I have a lot of experience with this next joke. Why do valley girls only hang out in odd-numbered groups?
I actually don't know. Rayne, I really want to know, why do Valley girls only hang out in odd number groups?
Because, like, they can't even.
Ow! I like that. I actually really like that. Because they can't even.
Can't even.
Like, get rid of the entire diner set. They can't even.
Exactly. Ugh,
Exactly.
I hated the Valley Girl movement. It was so bad.
Now, they lived in, like, the valley, and it was a lot of water, and... I need to cover up the next... I like this thing where I cover it up so I don't get a foreshadowing. Why is a chicken soccer match... Oh, I should read this the correct way. Why is a chicken soccer match a bad idea?
I don't know. Why is it a bad idea?
There are way too many fouls.
That's terrible.
Wow, this... Oh, my lord. Okay, yes.
Some people say that I never got over my obsession with Phil Collins.
Oh, yeah, you didn't. Why's that?
Take a look at me now.
Oh, yeah, you did it.
That one deserves a bad slide whistle.
That does.
One's really bad.
This next one, like, I should skip it. I'm going to say it because it's the next one. But every fur in the universe knows the answer to this next question. I mean, I'm serious. Literally every fur plus 5 knows the answer to this question. The question is...
God, I hope I know it.
What are the dangers? I really hope you, because if you don't, I don't know. We might have to shun you. And I will tell Barely, and we will shun you. So what are the dangers of walking when it's raining cats and dogs?
Why don't you tell us?
Well, yeah, I mean, you might step in a poodle.
Oh.
But I'll just skip that and say, what is a snake's favorite subject in school?
I don't know. What is a snake's favorite subject in school?
History! Oh my God. That is so... Whoa!
So here's my last one for the night.
Okay, please. Yes, please.
I was going to learn how to juggle, but I didn't have the balls.
Oh my cow! What's that word that you had in the A word for the running away and stuff?
Oh, hold on. That is at the top of the page, and my mouse wheel just keeps not working. That is absquatulate.
Yes. Okay.
We
Well,
should absquatulate.
I will finish this all off by asking you. What did the judge say when the skunk walked into the courtroom?
I don't know. What did the judge say?
Odor in the court. And we're done. We are done. We're done. We're done. We're done with that cow. Oh my cow. Did it. I think we did it. I think I hear music, and that's a good thing.
I think so too. Guess what? We have successfully recorded another episode of the podcast, and I think we should let our listeners get back to their busy lives. Remember to support the show by subscribing to our Buzzsprout page, buying merch on Redbubble, Fourth Wall, or Bonfire. You can also support us on Ko-fi or Patreon. The podcast remains free to listen to, but every penny helps us keep the lights on and the Podcastomatic churning away to bring you Furs content.
And don't forget my merch.
And don't forget Taebyn's merch on Fourth Wall that's not on there yet, but will be on there eventually.
Coming.
Upcoming, yes. With that, I say moo bark fluff and stay furry. Taebyn, why don't you take us out? Let's absquatulate.
Let's absquatulate, please! But before we do that, let me just say yes, thank you all you first for listening. It means so much to us. It really, really, I always say that, but it really does. I mean, we've been doing this, 3.5 years or something, every single week. It's actually a lot of work. I mean, we love doing it. That's why we do it. But we also do it for you, the furs, the furry community. We want to help keep us together, keep the family going. And this is one of our little ways of doing it. So thank you so much. So with that, I say, check out my YouTube. Without that, I say it makes it sound like I'm stopping, but no, I'm gonna say check out my YouTube. Some good stuff over there. Check out my Fourth Wall. Check out next week when we bark at you next time, and we can't wait to do so. So with that, I say
we're gonna deuce them. That doesn't sound very friendly.
We will deuce them into partaking in something that they don't know about, and so they will be deuced.
Deduced. Let's deduce.
Let's
A way to
deduce.
get out of this bad joke because it's
Please.
not working out.
It is not working out. So I guess I will then officially say, thank you so much. Hug you tight with parties. Moo bark fluff, fluff. Stay furry. Bark at you next week. Bark, bark.
Hug you tight with parties.
Okay. We are officially. Wow.
We're done.
We're done. Okay. Bye bye. All you furs, fluff, fluff. Bye bye. Bye bye. We're gone. We're gone. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerves studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and the guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Barely Normal aka Mike Began, and is edited by Barely Normal and co-producer Rayne Raccoon. This week's episode was produced, recorded, and edited by Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music as well as some interstitial music was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by our music associate Regday with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Regday, you can search for Tweezer Beak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free Use Library. Social media presence is maintained by Ziggy the Meme Weasel. Transformation Station was created by Lux Operon and is produced, directed, and edited by Rayne Raccoon. You can send us a message via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. The show is supported through subscriptions on barelyfurcasting.com, donations at ko-fi.com/barelyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.